once more we are here just in a little walk around the city. Actually, I don't know if I can even call it a city, it's more like a village. As you can see here, the sun is peeked through and my eyes are hurting a little bit, but this is just an amazing view. Look at that. Green grass, soft and smooth. And look at that road. Maybe you can call it a country road, but when you're talking about the US, you're talking about the eastern side of the world. You're talking about Russia. And yeah, maybe that you guys can already recognize by the structure of the houses and I don't know other things. But yeah, this is not America. One day I want to try what is the countryside in America, but for now, what I have is Russia. Let's see that. And I just like to say that I like this environment. Today's a Saturday, it's just calm, it's silent. There was this motorcycle on the streets naturally, but I can say it's quite how can I describe it? Comforting feeling in the soul, in the ears. There are a few animals, some dogs barking, some I don't know, sometimes you can even hear cows and other animals like chickens. And still calm and beautiful. And yeah, I like these walks because I can think about life. I can deepen in my thoughts. And lately I have been having many thoughts, to be honest. And I have quite a complex family. What do I mean by complex? I mean a family that has roots in many nationalities, in many ethnic groups, and currently we have our families rooted and spread in some places of Brazil in the world. There is a part of the family that's now rooted in Europe, to be more specific, France. There is me now that I am in the other part of the world, in the eastern side, to be more specific and precise, Russia. And roots of my family come from black people that have their roots in Africa, and also native South American people, what we call Indians, but not Hindi people, and European people, to be more specific, I'll say Latin European people. And Brazil is a mix of ethnicities, and I would say that due to globalization, in many parts of the world, this has become a reality, even if in a lower scale, because in many places still preserve the pure ethnicity of some groups. In my family, I can say that we are quite well mixed. And this brings us some kind of perspective of life, of culturalism that's quite interesting. And naturally, some of us, after we go and we bear children, some of these children want to return to the roots of their parents. And it's a very interesting pattern of behavior. I have watched in the past one movie, maybe some of you have already watched it, it's The Little Mermaid. There are two volumes, there's the first and the second. And maybe remember that in the first movie, Ariel, the daughter of Triton, that's the Poseidon of the seas, she met a human guy and she wanted to leave the sea, to live in the ground. Just be right. Hey guys, can I cross the strait? I can help you out. Yeah, good guys. Just in a line, in a very natural order, not rehearsed, they just cross the strait. Go. What you trying to eat in the ground, guy? Sounds quite strong. Sometimes even hard to look on bike. No, guys, cross, cross, cross. If a car comes, it's dangerous for you guys. Go, 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 go. I just hope they're not aggressive. I really hope they're not aggressive. If they're aggressive, I'm gonna run. But I'm not aggressive. Actually, I heard that goose, I don't know if these are gooses or ducks, but I heard that some of them are quite aggressive, and I don't want to try which one these are because I don't want to be beat here. There's no hospital near, so I just gotta run. I kind of run fast, but I don't want to try and to see if I can outrun them. So better just stay put, stay on my phone. If these guys cross the road, I'm gonna continue my way there. But so far, I'll stay here. I managed to bypass those gooses. Am I speaking correct? Is it gooses? I'm not sure. Correction. It is geese, not gooses. About the plural, how to say it. Yeah. So long story short. And in the first, just quick recall. The first movie, Ariel wants to go to live with the newly met guy from the land, the prince. I now forgot his name. And in the sequel, her daughter, I think it's Melanie, she's born in the land, and she has the opposite desire to get back to the roots of her mother. And the gooses again are trying to sing to me, and I think I'm just gonna run through them. I'm gonna try to go through this other side here, not to draw attention. Imagine that one of your relatives goes to another part of the world to marry a local in this other part, and the next generation decides to get back to the origins and try to live a life in this new place that's quite new for this person of this new generation. So it's quite interesting too, because I perceive it as a pursuit of the origins of the other person. Like there was some kind of link that is missing. So I try and understand what's there between this gap, and this gap maybe try and believe you can find it in this place that was the previous reality of the member of your family. It's quite interesting to think about it and try to understand this movement that happens in many families. So yeah, right now this is what came to my mind. I have something else running on, but I'll leave for the next part. So here's the next spot, and here we are already. It's night, as you can see. Some few lights going on, some poles, and headed to the center of the city now. Let's see if we can find some other lights in this beautiful Monday night. Grazie. Yeah. There is some music playing. Let's just try to get near and see what's about. By the way, now I'm trying out a camera on my cell phone, so soon we are going to get straight into the parts of the content. Well, part 1 it was morning, I was in another place. Part 2 it's night. Here I am. So I was talking about people that after some generations they develop some kind of desire to return to their origins. Oi. Cool music. I don't know if you guys can hear that. And about these people that after some generations they are descendants of people that migrated to other countries. and there is some research. I overread it. I do not have the detailed information right now, but I'm gonna send it right here in the description of the video for you guys to read it if you want. And it says that well, I'm not gonna pull any numbers, just gonna guess that there is a movement in which some descendants of migrants return to the countries that are origins of their relatives. It might be their parents, grandparents, or great-grandparents. It sometimes happens that they return, and I wonder why. So, now getting back to the facts. In the 16th century in the world, and around this era, there was a movement, social movement, let's call it slavery. And as you guys know, I'm Brazilian, and in my country, slavery played and plays a very important and huge role in the social formation of our people. Many of us are black people in Brazil. I have black relatives. My grandfather was black, and it shows that in Brazil the presence of black people, firstly and most importantly, that came from Africa, is very present there. And naturally, most of these people didn't go to Brazil because they wanted. History shows that they were sold to become forced workers in many areas of Brazil. In the region of São Paulo, at least I know, and also in the Northeast, but in São Paulo they were workers in the cafe, or we call cafe, but in coffee production, in the plantations. And in the Northeast after that, or maybe at the same time, even before, I don't know honestly, they were used in what we call in Brazil engenhos. And we can call how can I describe engenhos? It's a place where sugar cane was used to produce sugar. Not only that, but also other products were produced, and these places played a very important role in the social scenario of the Northeast and of São Paulo as well. So they are distributed around the country, and most recently there is now a country in Africa called Benin, and it released a program in which people that prove their genetic or some kind of relationship, they have now the right to return and obtain the citizenship of this country. I honestly don't know much about it, how it works. Obviously you need to prove it, somehow you gotta prove it, that you are somehow bound and have your roots in this country. But from Benin there were many black people that came to work in South America, much probably as well in North America and other places, in other countries in the New World. That was America, how America was called back then. So my question for you guys is, would you guys, let's imagine if you had your relatives or family that are original from other countries, do you think you would return? Let's imagine your grandfather, grandmother, they are from another country. Would you like to discover more about their origin, about the place they were raised and born, or you don't think it raises any interest in you to know more about your origin? For me, it's quite interesting to know that, because I personally, I don't know where my great grandparents are from. I have some idea. We, as a family, have some idea where they are from. And honestly, I would love to know more about their places they were from, because Brazil is not a land of, well, it's also, we had our native people, but it's very strongly constituted by people of other nations. So for me, there is a huge interest to know the places where people from my family came from before my grandparents and great grandparents, be it Europe, be it Asia, be it Africa, it doesn't matter. What about you guys? Well, question was dropped. Now let's just follow this walk around this little city at night to see what we can find. If we find something interesting. For me personally, I like walking. It's like a therapeutic moment. When I really get off home and I just go for a walk, my mind starts to go slower. Other thoughts spring to my mind, and I kind of open space for new ideas to arrive. And whatever happens. Again, this is the Zavod bread factory. Approaching the center, and it's ultra safe to walk here in these roads. And here we are, arrived. Again, the Central Park. Let's go for a walk together.